Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, Kali Atzlan.
What language is that, by the way?
I made it up.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we are still in California. It's starting to cool off. We're starting to feel a little bit more of the fall weather in our midst.
Yep.
And we've got an interesting topic today. Although
it's really cool.
It is cool. But do you remember the SST aircraft, right?
That Concorde jet?
Yeah, that flew across the
Atlantic. Blew up. I think the
they don't use them anymore.
No, they blew up on. Vibrations made it blow up, and so they stopped all the Concordes.
Oh no, that's the one that had like the dip nose on it.
You
could fly from Paris to New York in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, they did away with that because the one blew up, killed everyone on board.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. So. Hypersonic flight could turn marathon international trips into 1-hour commutes, bringing science fiction closer to reality. A new experiment supports the long-debated Morkovin's hypothesis, showing that turbulence at Mach 6 mimics that of slower airflows. This revelation could make hypersonic flight and perhaps space access far more achievable. The research was published November 12th. That was yesterday, right?
A couple days
ago, yeah. In Nature Communications. Would you like to know more?
If it ever becomes possible, hypersonic flight, once imagined only in science fiction, could completely reshape global travel. Journeys that now take an entire day could shrink to the length of a typical movie. A flight from Sydney to Los Angeles, for example, might just take 1 hour instead of 15. That would be remarkable. I would probably consider doing that.
Yeah. Let's go have lunch in Sydney.
Yeah, exactly.
$1,000 ticket each person, and then go have your $20 lunch.
Right. Yeah, or maybe stay a couple days.
Maybe. So, covering half the globe in an hour may sound impossible right now, yet this goal is edging closer. Military aircraft already reach twice or even 3 times the speed of sound, or Mach 2 and Mach 3, where Mach 1 equals 760 miles per hour at sea level. To make the Los Angeles-Sydney trip in 1 hour, a plane would need to reach Mach 10, or 10 times the speed of sound.
Oh, no. Now, Mach 10, that was, wasn't that Top Gun?
Top Gun
Maverick.
Yeah. He was trying to get to Mach 10 or 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you could see that the front was heating up, and then it just...
But he survived to make another movie.
Yeah, so. He jumped out of the aircraft as it was blowing up.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge lies in the intense turbulence and heat produced as an aircraft tears through the atmosphere at such extreme speeds.
Air doesn't behave the same way at slow and fast speeds, and aerospace engineers use specific terms to describe the difference. Incomprehensible and comprehensible flow. Compressible, I'm sorry. It's incomprehensible. Incompressible and compressible flow. Incompressible flow, which happens at lower speeds below about Mach 0.03 or 0.3 or 225 miles an hour, that's weak sauce, right?
Yeah.
Because normal passenger aircraft, 500-600 miles an hour cruising speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this about the speed of NASCAR? 200, 220? That's what I thought.
Is that right? Do they get that? They go that fast? Wow. Okay. Air density barely changes, making design calculations simpler. Once speeds climb past the sound barrier, however, the airflow becomes compressible. Not comprehensible.
Like the sonic boom that you hear.
Yeah, we used to hear that all the time when George Air Force Base was going strong.
Compression causes the air density to shift dramatically with changes in pressure and temperature, altering how the aircraft interacts with the surrounding air. Quote, compressibility affects how the airflow goes around the body, and that can change things like lift, drag, and thrust required to take off or stay airborne. These factors are critical to how any aircraft is designed.
Engineers already understand airflow well for planes flying below or near the speed of sound, referred to as low Mach numbers. But designing vehicles that travel at 5 to 10 times that speed requires understanding airflow under much harsher conditions. That puzzle still holds some mystery, except for one guiding idea known as Morkovin's hypothesis.
Yeah, you know how the space shuttle would have like the tiles on the front and then the belly?
Yes.
That might have to be what has to happen with these Mach 10 aircraft because of the heat.
Yeah, in fact, I don't remember which think it was a discovery flight of where they lost a couple of those tiles coming back into
Was that
the
Discovery?
atmosphere.
Yeah, I think it was
and
Discovery.
they kind of just blew apart.
Columbia.
Was it the Columbia, or
Yeah.
was that the one that took off and had
Challenger took off and blew up.
Yeah, that
Columbia
was
is
one
the
that we
one that
all
was
watched, right?
re-entering
Everybody
and
was
lost
watching
tiles.
that.
Yeah.
That was a sad deal. Well, they were both sad. So, but anyway,
Formulated by Mark Morkovin in the mid-20th century, the hypothesis postulates that when air moves at Mach 5 or Mach 6, the turbulence behavior doesn't change all that much from slower speeds. Although air density and temperature change more in faster flows, the hypothesis states that the basic choppy motion of turbulence stays mostly the same.
In the study, the team used lasers to ionize a gas called krypton. Krypton? Like kryptonite?
Yeah, like kryptonite. Kryptonite
Okay.
is like the rock form. This is a gas.
Okay. Which is seeded into the air flowing inside a wind tunnel. That temporarily made krypton atoms from an initially straight glowing line. Then researchers used ultra-high resolution cameras to take pictures of how that fluorescent krypton line moves, bends, and twists through the wind tunnel's air, akin to how a leaf swirls through the little eddies in a river, or blowing around your yard, right?
Yeah, I'm losing leaves right now.
Yeah.
Early on, the team was supported by the Air Force Office of Scientific Research, Young Investigator Research Project, probably from Neil Young. No, not John Glenn.
Robert Young? Father's knows this.
I don't know.
No.
In 2016, and Office of Naval Research in 2020, with the current work being supported by ONR, Office of Naval Research. Although the hypothesis isn't fully confirmed yet, the study brings one step closer to hyperflight because it suggests planes don't entirely new design to fly at hypersonic speeds. That simplifies things.
The study findings also hold promise for changing how space transportation is done. Parziali
Yes, the author
explains, quote, if we can build planes that fly at hypersonic speed, we can also fly them into space rather than launching rockets, which would make transportation to and from low Earth orbit easier. Going on with a quote, it will be a game changer for transportation not only on Earth, but also in low orbit. So somebody's got hypersonic stuff.
That's what you were saying.
China.
Well, Tom Cruise
they're
has
claiming to have hypersonic rockets.
They
or
cracked
something.
the code
I don't know.
for temperature and
Can
vibration.
Can you believe the Chicoms? I don't know. But I think they
probably
say that they have
exaggerate.
that. I bet you we've got it too, and they just are not telling anybody, which is okay with me. It's okay with me.
Good with you?
Break it out. Yeah, break it out if you need it. Don't give all your secrets away. I'm good with that.
Word.
So, good story.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.